to win. Applied myself, I filtered in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, applied myself, I filtered in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filtered in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Okay. Y'all excited. Welcome to the R2L show, Refuse to Lose. Well, my name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. As y'all see, we got a special guest on the show right now. Patriots fan, very excited about this season. He called a lot of things this season that came into fruition, and I know he's going to elaborate on that when we talk about the Patriots. But I got my boy Tony in the building, man. How you doing? Hold on, Tony. How you doing, man?
Yeah, what it do, bro? Great to be back. Great to be back on. Great just to be around family again. You know, it's time to talk some sports. It's time to be controversial, as I always am. So you guys, get that chat ready to go because you guys getting ready to be typing a lot tonight.
Okay. I can't wait because we got, like you said, we got some topics today, y'all. We got a lot of good topics today that's wrapping up this NFL season. Like we said earlier, we got to talk about the AFC East. The Patriots are AFC East champions. We're going to talk about that and react to that. We got Teddy coming on and join us with that one. We got to talk about the Broncos. The Broncos also won the AFC West. We got my boy Tyler coming on and talking about that. And between those two teams and the Jaguars, they are fighting for the AFC number one seed, which is very valuable for these three teams. And Tyler's going to stay on. We're going to talk about that and discuss that. Then we got to shift to the NFC. We got the Seahawks and the 49ers going at it for that number one seed. All right. So we got to make our predictions who we believe will win that game and get that number one seed in the NFC. Then we got a showdown in the North on Sunday night. AFC North. The Ravens and the Steelers, probably the most anticipated matchup this whole weekend. We got to make our predictions. And last but not least, the NFC South. Who'd have thought Bryce Young and the Panthers leading that division, and they could possibly dethrone the Buccaneers, who's been winning for about 5-6 years now. All right. So before we get started, on behalf of my boy Dave, y'all know it's Tuesday. And what Dave always say, on Tuesdays, Fridays, wherever we are, we got to
turn me up.
All right. So look, if you're watching right now, make sure you like this video. All right, whatever platform you're watching this on, because we are streaming this on 4 platforms: YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitch. So like this video, whatever platform you're watching this on. Make sure you follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. All right. And you can follow us everywhere almost at Refuse to Lose Sports. On Twitch and X is at R2L Sports. And share this episode with somebody, so they can come on and watch the show live with you, because you can be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Daniel. Happy Tuesday. Hey, guys. What's up? Appreciate you. All right. And we got shout out to you. What's good to you also. But kick back and relax. Enjoy the rest of the show. And to kick off our first topic, before we do that, we got to bring up the other Patriots fan. You know, this guy, he actually has a show on the network called Baseball with Teddy. I mean, you can probably guess his name is Teddy, right? Baseball with Teddy, BWT. He's all Boston sports except for the Red Sox, because he's a Yankees guy. But he's rooting for his New England Patriots, and he's been in it when they were up, when they were down, and now they back up. So let's bring up my boy, Teddy.
What it do, Teddy?
What up, fellas? What up? Let's get some excitement in here. I'm in first place. No, I don't have the shades on like the Commanders had them on last year, but we're used to this.
Y'all used to this? Y'all true to this. I see you. I see you did there. I had a feeling somebody's gonna throw a shot at me, you know what I mean, with my shades and stuff.
Had to.
You know, we didn't have Brady, so I get it.
A little hiatus doesn't mean anything, man. A couple of years of not being at the top. You know, sometimes you got to let people, believe they're the best in the division.
Wow. Here's the thing, though. One's the 4th pick in the draft, which is crazy. One's eating sandwiches with mayo. Now I'm being led by Vrabel. The Patriots I'm talking about. Started from the bottom, and now y'all here. I know y'all excited about that. And dethroning the Bills and winning the AFC East for the first time since 2019. Funny because I don't know if you know this, Lizzo's song "Truth Hurts" came out that same year. That's what y'all saying to Buffalo Bills right now. The truth hurts. Now y'all number 1 seed. So Teddy and Tony, y'all excited? Y'all back on top? Talk to me. How y'all feeling?
Go ahead, Tony. You can start off.
Hey, so it turned out well. I think I predicted us to fall a game behind the Bills in that division when I did my predictions. I think they would say we was going to win 11 games, but pretty much everything else that I said about the team was going to actually has happened. They're going to finish in the top 10 in defense. The running game was going to be Mays thrown for more touchdowns than I thought he would, but I didn't think he was going to turn out to be what he did this year. But I saw in the preseason what the idea of what the make of the team was going to be. Yeah, and they definitely did exactly what I thought they would do. They actually exceeded my expectations. So I mean, I'm excited, but the thing is that when you're when you have won as much as we've won, the season isn't the season for us. The season starts on the playoffs. So what are we going to do in the playoffs? This team actually does still scare me a little. And the only reason why this team scares me is because we are very weak in scoring in the second half. And that bothers me a lot that we come out now. I mean, when you score 35 points in the first half, like last game, you really probably don't need to score in the second half. But, we were up 30 to 3, I think at halftime or 30 to 7 or whatever it was against the Giants. And we ended up with 33 points, how is that possible? So if they can clean up the second half stuff, I'm not really worried about anyone that's in the AFC when it comes down to playing us. I mean, we're undefeated on the road, so we can go on the road and play. We're not worried about that. So that's how I feel right now.
Real quick, Teddy, I see we got a Jags fan in the chat. Make sure you stick around. We're going to talk about y'all 2 topics for now. And with Tony, when you mentioned y'all was terrible in the second half, I think you talking about Philly for a second. Go ahead, Teddy. Go ahead.
Nah, man. I remember me and Joe went to the practice. He asked me, he was like, "Yo, what do you think about the season?" I said, 11-6, first round of the playoffs, bounced. And what are we, 13-3 right now? Chance for the number 1 seed? First of all, Harbaugh, why you benching the starters, bro? Knowing what's at stake, you do that. That aggravated me a little bit when I saw that. I'm not gonna lie, because I would like the 1 seed just for the vibes around here, But they laughed at us. They laughed at us, Tony. They laughed at us, bro. They laughed at us. And look now. We got it. We got an MVP candidate. 23 years old. You know who didn't do that? Jaden Daniels.
Thank you. I was gonna be nice today, but
I haven't been on it in a while. I got to throw a couple shots.
Yeah. Now Drake May doing this thing. I'm trying to find my thing. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
No, so I would just say, so the one thing, Teddy, is like I said, we're undefeated on the road, right? So I'm not so worried about. I don't care about going to Mile High. I don't care about going to Jacksonville. I don't care about those things because we're a better team on the road than we are at home, you know. And I know this is a segment that's going to come up, but I don't even care about the number 1 seed. I actually want us to continue to play because I know the last few years we haven't been a great team coming off the bye, you know, and continue all that stuff going. You know, I don't care about playing the 3 games. That's fine with me. We got a bunch of young players. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't scare me. You know, it should scare Jacksonville and Denver to have to come up to Foxborough. It should scare them. But as far as us, I'm not afraid of I'm not afraid of playing on the road.
Yeah. I actually I had y'all winning 10 games, I think, this year. I had y'all get into the playoffs as a 7 seed. But the fact that y'all won 13 games, here's the thing. I had a feeling y'all be better, and I knew the schedule was favorable. But y'all won the games that I felt like y'all would lose. Like the Ravens game. I feel like the Ravens game was a big game for y'all. Although Lamar got hurt, I still think it was a big game because y'all had to come back. Y'all made winning plays down the stretch. Y'all showed poise in a playoff type atmosphere. I felt like that was good. And that was good for y'all because that was right after y'all gave up the game against Buffalo. Yeah. So I felt like the Buffalo game was like they might be frauds. People might look at y'all like that. And then y'all bounce back against the Ravens. And I feel like if y'all would have just beat the Ravens straight up when Lamar got hurt, then it wouldn't look as good. The fact that it was good because y'all made a comeback. Drake May had his first 300-yard game. And things happened. Things had to happen. Y'all had to make things happen to get that dub. So I'm going to give y'all props, man. Y'all, I feel like out of the new squads on the rise, I always said this all year, I trust y'all more than the other new teams like the Jags, the Broncos, you know, stuff like that, right? So kudos to Mike Vrabel for coming in there, changing the culture. Like I know you mentioned Jayden Daniels. For those who are watching, I'm a Commanders fan. I watched Dan Quinn do that. I watched Dan Quinn come to DC and change the whole culture, you know, turn into a winning mindset. And that's what Vrabel did. And he's active. Like Teddy, you said, we went to the training camp. And remember they got into the little scuffle and Mike Vrabel was right in the middle of it. We was like, he was bleeding. We was like, oh, snap. We were there. Like, we saw it live. Like, how hands-on he was. So, like, right there was a great sign. And lastly, Stephon Diggs, man. I mean, I feel like Stephon Diggs, you know, Coach, shout out to Coach. You mentioned it in the chat, right? He don't show up in the code. And he has a history of that. He really does. And the whole stuff came out. Remember when he's with the ladies on the boat? All that stuff came out before the season started. It was just like, oh, here we go. Remember in the training camp, you was getting mad at Stephon Diggs because he was coming from one play and it comes to the side. Like,
He showed up late.
He showed up late.
He was jogging. He was on his like wide receiver diva stuff. I remember saying that to you.
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't so worried about him because I knew he had something to prove. He was trying to prove it in Houston, and he didn't get a chance to because of the injury. And I knew that this year here, he was going. I think I said it beforehand that I thought that all the acquisitions that we had were great, but the most important one was Stephon Diggs because he brought a winning attitude. He's a guy that has won pretty much everywhere he's been. And he brought a winning attitude and he changed. If you look at our receivers play so much different now because they're following his style of play. They're like, all right, if the ball comes here, I'm here. All right, if you can't keep up, I'm going past you. And my quarterback is the most accurate deep thrower in football right now. So I'm going to get the ball's coming. The ball's coming. Can you stop it? Right. And that's how they are. This is what happens. Now you said change the culture. I don't think he changed the culture as much as he revived the culture.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
Right.
you.
So he is a veteran coach that isn't Belichick, but it's Belichick-like. You know, he's the one that wants perfection, and he says, and unlike what Belichick did, you know, if they make a mistake, he kind of puts his arm around them and says, all right, forget about that play. Let's move on to the next play. That's why they're playing for him. If you look at the entire thing, they playing for him. He's the only coach I've ever seen that meets all of his players, whether you played the game or not, and meets them in a tunnel and high fives everybody coming in the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? So he's a player's coach, and he was the guy I wanted last year. I understand the contract situation, so I know why Mayo was there and everything. So I understood that. It was written in the contract, and you had to honor the contract. Right. But I wasn't sad when he was fired because he wasn't ready. He wasn't prepared. Now, I think he's going to be a good coach in the league. I think he is. But you can't come and throw your players under the bus in front of the cameras like that. No one's going to play for you. Right. No one's going to play for a general that says that you know, it's the sergeant's fault. You know, the general has to sit up there and take blame for what happens. And that's what Vrabel did. Now, last thing, if you look at the 3 games that we lost, we could have won all 3 of those games too. Easily won all 3 of those games. The Raiders in the first, and we made way too many mistakes. The 5 turnovers against Pittsburgh, which was crazy, especially since it was Pittsburgh. And then the game against Buffalo, we definitely should have won that game.
Yeah.
So,
but Buffalo also say they could have won your first game.
That
and the Ravens could be like, we should have won that game.
I very much thank John Harbaugh for that victory there, because we definitely should have lost that game.
Yep.
What's wrong with that, man?
A lot of things.
Joe, you have my take already. I texted you on Sunday, and I said something to you on Sunday about the Ravens. I'll use that as my outtake, so when we get out of here, so I can solve some more.
Yeah. So I also want to ask y'all this before we get our next guest on. What's your expectations for the playoffs?
Ooh.
What do you mean?
We're back. I kind of want it all.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
We want it all, man. Now that we're here, man. Let's do it. The way that we're playing, like it feels like Tony said earlier, reviving the culture. It feels like Patriots football is back, you know, and Super Bowl.
So I'll say this right here, Joe.
Okay.
Some people may look at me like I'm crazy when I say this, but we are the most complete team that's left in the AFC. We're the most complete team left. We're what, 4th in offense, 7th, what were we, 7th in defense. Our special teams is off the chart. Don't kick the ball back there. Don't punt the ball back there, because you know you're gonna be looking at the back of his jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like we then we get in there and we get pressures on kicks, and people miss kicks. So we are the most complete team in football. What it's gonna come down to it is if they don't start smelling themselves. If they keep coming in there with something to prove, then there's no team in the NFL that can beat them. And I mean the Seahawks. I'm talking about the Rams. I'm talking especially the 49ers, because they don't play defense anyway. So what I'm saying is and they're going to go against a team that actually does play defense. So that's why I said a lot of those teams in it don't scare me. I'm not scared of Philly. I'm not afraid of any other teams that are out there. I'm not afraid of Green Bay, especially Green Bay. Green Bay don't have an identity. So we're the most complete team in football, but we still have to prove it. Like, I'm not going to disrespect the other teams out there. They're coming out there to win also. All right. Let me correct myself. The only team that scares me is because of their defense are the Texans. They're the only team that scare me.
You say y'all the most complete team in football in the AFC?
Probably I think in football. And the reason why I say that is because I don't the special teams for both the Rams and the Seahawks are kind of suspect at times.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But our special teams is on every single time. You never know what's going to happen. Like Vrabel will call the opening kickoff. He'll call an onside kick on the opening kickoff. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll do something crazy like that just because.
Yeah, but nowadays you can't sneak an onside kick. No
I know that these days you can't do it. But even with them knowing it, he'll still do it.
But the Texans, like you said, right? So right now, y'all will be matched up with the Chargers if it starts today.
Yeah, and nobody worry about them. Their quarterback hurt.
Yeah, it's funny because y'all could
bulletin board material right there.
Ooh, y'all could potentially. I'm tripping. Y'all won't be matched up with the Chargers. Y'all matched up with the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, but the Chargers resting their players, so the way you might be playing the Chargers.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
But
whoever it is, got to come to Gillette.
Yeah, we're not worrying about that, and we owe the Bills anyway. So I actually would love to play them.
Yep.
Well, so here's why I don't want to. So I want a healthy Josh, right, to play against. I don't want him limping in there. So everybody say the excuse to us because he has a foot injury and things like that.
They might rest him.
They're not going to rest him. They're going to play. They want that streak. He's going to at least play at least one series, and they may take him out after this.
He's going to do a snap, man, and get out like he did.
Yeah, he may do that, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
But I want him to walk around with a boot on and everything. I want that foot to be good. So nobody comes out and says that, Josh Allen was hurt. Put your cape on too. Matter of fact, put 2 capes on.
Well, Faith had put 2 capes on. He gonna need it playing y'all. I believe that because he had a cape on last time y'all played. He was going crazy. But the Patriots weren't the only ones that be doing the champs though. Let's bring up Tyler. We got Tyler here. Broncos fan. There you go. Got Tyler here. Let's bring him up. My boy Tyler.
It's good.
All right. So, Teddy, so we're going to talk about number 1 seed after this. So I want to keep you on. You okay with that? All right, cool. All right. So we got Tyler here. So the crazy thing, Tyler predicted a lot of the stuff that's going to happen this year. And I think they went above his expectations. No, how many wins do you have him winning this year?
I have him at 12.
12. They went above his expectations, which is no problem with him. I believe that. But John Payton chose the Broncos, and I remember when he did that, people were like, "You going in the same division as Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes?" Then he got rid of Russell Wilson, drafted his QB Bo Nix, 3 seasons in, dethroned the champs, and win the AFC West for the first time since 2015. Yeah, I remember who the quarterback was then, right? Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they won a Super Bowl that year, by the way.
Oh my!
But not just that. They are not just the AFC West champs. They are sitting at the number 1 seed in the AFC. So they turned around big time. So yep. Tyler, talk to us. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. I feel good, like any fan would. You know what I mean? Locked down to number 1 right now. We got the Chargers who not playing Herbert this week, so that was a gift to us. So I'll take that all day. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah. So are you surprised of the outcome of the season so far? Like, I know you had high expectations for y'all, but are you surprised at one bit on how it went?
No, not really. Because I said it from day one that, we was going to overthrow the Chiefs. Chiefs are getting old. A lot of the key players are getting older, and they're starting to, decline. So, the injury didn't help them at all, but, things happen. See, stuff like that happens in the season. Mm-hmm. So I'm just, happy to be number 1 in the division, winning the division. So,
yeah. Y'all were not going to do it last year, though. I know the records weren't equal, but when y'all played the Chiefs, y'all played them tough every single time, Mm-hmm. And then last year y'all were known to be the toughest division in football because all the coaches that showed up and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But I do want to ask you this. I know a lot of people are wondering about this. Y'all played in a lot of close games. and y'all won a lot of close games, and it could be against really good competition, it could be against really bad competition. Now, do you think that's a good thing that y'all do struggle, but y'all still come up with the win against these bad teams? But you also do it against the good teams too. So is that a problem you feel like, or you feel like that would help y'all down the road in the playoffs?
Nah, it can hurt because playoffs is different. The competition is different. The style of play is different. The competition is definitely different. So you can't go in there playing like you did all season with these close games. You want to try to get your opponent out of there in the first half if you can, or at least be competitive in the first half. We saw what happened last year with Buffalo. Came out, got that one score. We ain't scored no more for the rest of the game. So you definitely don't want to go in like that and thinking you're gonna win the game because who you're playing or the competition you're playing. I feel like they play to the competition. If they playing a sorry team, they play sorry that week. When they play good teams, they play good. So playoffs, you can't play like that. Or it could be a dangerous game to play. You don't want to play like that in the playoffs.
Joe, I thought they would win the division, right? I thought that the Broncos would actually win a division, just from some of the moves they made, especially they pick up with Dobbins, right? So I thought having that behind Nick was something that solidified them offensively. Now, I didn't expect for them to struggle as much as they did offensively, right? So they are, and it's funny because they pretty much did doing the same thing that the Chiefs did last year, winning close games and winning the division, right? So I liken them to being the Chiefs of of last year. That defense is just nasty, though. That your defense is nasty, bro. I love watching them play. I mean, I'm an offensive guy, but I love watching you guys play. So, man, congratulations on winning the West. So, what do you think? How do you think your having the lack of a solid running game right now? How do you think that's going to affect you guys in the playoffs? Because when you guys had the running game going, even though you struggled, you were still kind of in the game a lot. But now it seems like it's a little bit more of a struggle. The rushing yards have come down, outside of what Nick does sometimes. But the rushing yards have come down a little bit. How do you think that's going to affect you guys in the playoffs?
It could play a pivotal role. You definitely want to have a strong game to lean on if you can't get the pass going. Or even when the play action opens up, that helps as well to have a good running game to go. I think RJ Harvey has done a solid job. It helps to have a 1-2 punch, but to have RJ, McCollin, those guys come in, they speed backs, but I feel like they could do both, catch out the backfield and run the ball effectively, in certain lanes, a certain, type of plays. But I feel like they can get it done.
Yeah, because Dobbins got hurt early.
Yeah.
And that was a big blow. And the thing with y'all, I think next year y'all will address it, but the receiving core is not the best. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's not the best, but what's been doing good for y'all, these comeback wins y'all been getting too, right? Y'all got a lot of Bonus got a few game-winning drives this season. Like I said, against the good and the bad. Like I remember the Eagles game, y'all were down by 10, and y'all came back and won that game. So I feel like the question I asked you, it can hurt you, but it also shows that if the game is close, it favors y'all.
Yeah.
And really the get y'all out the way, they got to do what the Jags did, and just probably just try to blow y'all out. But if the game is close, y'all will always be in there. That's good coaching. That's good coaching. So yeah. And my last question would be, what are your expectations for y'all this playoffs?
Win it all.
Ooh, okay.
Win it all. I mean, what you number one for? You want to be number one. You want to go all the way. You want to win the whole thing. You win 2 games, you there. So my expectation is if you can be number one throughout the season, go be number one in the playoffs too.
Nice. I like that.
That's true though. You get the number 1 seed, you win 2 games. You win 1 game, you win that AFC
championship. Yeah. And look, last time they played in the playoffs, right? And being the number 1, we went to San Fran. And you know what happened? We won it all. So same thing 10 years later. So hopefully we can do it again.
Oh no.
Say, repeat, huh?
Brought back some bad memories, bro. Oh, it's crazy because my sister literally said, "What if he misses it?" And I was like, "Yo, don't say that." And he missed it.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all would have went back to back, right, Teddy? Oh no.
No, I think it was a year. No, yeah. No. Yeah.
Y'all beat the Seahawks when? 2016.
2014 or 15, one of those years.
14, yeah. 2015 went back to back.
Yeah, I was 14.
Yeah, man, my bad. Dang, bring it on.
You know, it's crazy. My mom is a doggone Broncos fan.
Oh, really?
I got to hear it all day. I was telling Joe that already. My mom's been a Broncos fan for years, man. So I got to hear it all. She's been quiet though. She's been quiet.
Okay.
Well, you know what's funny, y'all? It's crazy. Like, I did some numbers and stuff. Who would have thought 10-4-4 would have turned into 13-13-12? Those are the amount of wins y'all teams had last year in the Jaguars. Broncos won 10 games. Pats and Jags won 4 games apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Now y'all at 13 wins, and Jags at 12 wins. Who would have thought? And another thing that I saw, did y'all know the only team that repeated so far are the Eagles?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only team.
Yep.
And a lot of divisions are going from worst to first. 49ers are worse than first. Y'all, So let's talk about it. So the Broncos, if they win this week, they play the Chargers, who are going to sit Justin Herbert. They hold the number 1 seed. They in. Boom. But we just talked about they struggle against bad teams too. And they're well coached. Then you got the Patriots against the Dolphins. If the Broncos lose and the Patriots win against the Dolphins, who are a sneaky team too, the Dolphins. All right. It's
gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold.
And then you got, they ain't got two to worry about. They got Quinn Ewers. But they got the Jaguars against the Titans, who the Titans are playing well. They had that was a good game between Cam Ward and Tyler Shuck. I'm not gonna lie. It was a really good game last week. So the Broncos lose, the Pats lose, and the Jaguars win. They get the number 1 seed. Now, these are 3 teams who are fighting for number 1 seed, 3 teams who have a potential coach of the year also, which I believe whoever get number 1 seed probably get coach of the year also. So, y'all, I'm going to start with you, Tony. Who's getting that number 1 seed?
So, judging by what they did, it's probably going to be the Broncos, and meaning that what the Chargers have done. They're pretty much setting it up. They pretty much doing what the Raiders did last week, right? They kind of tanking it in a nutshell. I think both teams will win, especially us, because when we're playing against a rookie quarterback. Now, if Tua was playing, he's I gotta admit it, man. He's like the Patriot killer, bro. Like I don't know how, but for some reason or another, he shows up to play against us every single year. And I hate his little Hawaiian behind, but yeah, they are. I mean, right now, if I had to talk as a football fan, I would say that the Broncos are probably going to win. Now, I already said I don't even want the number 1 seed. I don't want it at all anyway, right? I want to continue playing because, like I said, we're not great off the bye anywho. So that's how I see it. I think the Broncos will probably take it.
Teddy, like, speak for yourself. I want that 1 seed. Go ahead, Teddy.
I do, man. I want the 1 seed. Whoever the backup is for the Chargers, go out there and beat who?
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. He's gonna set his career up right here. Week 18 against the Broncos.
Joe Milton. Remember Joe Milton?
Exactly. That's where I was going, Joe. That's where I was going. Go beat Joe Milton, baby. Go beat Joe Milton. Go get yourself traded, bro. Come on. Come on.
Hey, that was a lot different. That was a lot different situation, sir. That guy there is he is the Black Jay Strader. That's who Trey Lance is. He's the Black Jay Strader. He throws the ball, but you don't know where it's going.
Mm-hmm. But when he comes in the game though, he plays well though, and like he is going like they're gonna use his legs too. And Teddy, if y'all would have lost that game, y'all would have had a number 1 pick, right, or number 2 picks like that. It was something in that scenario where
we
y'all beat Buffalo last game of the season.
We'd had no 1 pick. We had no 1 pick.
I know it would have been a 1 or a 2, but dang.
Yeah, it was 1.
All right,
Yeah.
so Teddy, you saying y'all getting it?
I mean, as a Patriots fan, yeah, but as a football fan, I think the Broncos get it done.
All right, so I'm pretty sure. All right, go ahead, Tyler. You got the Patriots winning it?
Nah. You don't get this far, man, being in the driver's seat and lose to a backup, man. You just can't let that and be at home at that to close it out. You just can't do that. If you do that, you don't deserve to be there, man. Like, that's how I look at it. But, going against Trey Lance, yeah, he uses his legs, and we have problems with quarterbacks that use their legs, and that's mobile and can make plays. But I just don't think he's gonna make enough plays to get it done. To be honest, I really don't.
Hey, Mac Jones for some games with the 49ers.
He did.
He may be Mac San Diego, maybe the Chargers. I'm going on San Diego. He may be their Mac Jones.
Unless he gonna look like Cap when Cap was with Harbaugh. That's the only way they're gonna get that. That's the only way. If he gonna make him look like Cap, they gotta they're gonna be all right. But nah.
Hey, it's one game though. So
for sure. But I think we had a crowd behind us, and I think we're gonna get it done. I think
he got a better. Lance definitely have a better throwing motion. So,
Kaepernick. I like Kaepernick with Harbaugh. He was electric.
It was different.
He was different. He was a big play machine. Yeah. But I got the Broncos too. I mean, once I heard the news that they're gonna rest Herbert, I'm like, dang. I wanted some parity.
Other starters.
And McConkey is not playing. He already he's not playing. Lad McConkey is not playing. So they're resting.
It makes sense though. They're gonna be the 7. Like, you either gonna play the Patriots or you're gonna play the Jags. So like they're like, it is what it is, and Herbert just had surgery and he's been playing every week since he had surgery. And I constantly see him holding his hand like you could tell he's in pain. So rest him, man. That was the right decision. Get Trey Lance an opportunity and see what he can do. And like Teddy said, he could probably get traded and get an opportunity as a backup of an injury-prone quarterback, and he can get an opportunity.
All the
That's all you can hope for real.
The only way Trey Lance gets traded to another team and they pick him up, all the GMs would have had to drink the wrong juice at the Christmas party. There's no way anybody's going to be trading for Trey Lance.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to trade, but I think he can solidify his backup position with the Chargers.
Yeah, now he can do that. He definitely can
stick with Harbaugh, and be a good paying backup. You know what I mean?
And not to mention the Chargers have lost a lot of starters this year.
So
yes,
they gotta play it safe, I understand.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they definitely gotta play it safe. But the Chargers defense, I'm pretty sure gonna rest guys on the defense side of the ball too.
No, they're not.
They not on the Chargers?
Yeah, it's mostly it's everything I've seen has been offense.
Okay. All right. Well, if they defense shows up, then I mean that can make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That can make it interesting. So no bonus live on chat, knows ball, and that's why you in the chat. I'm just playing. All right.
hey, but hey, Joe.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, real quick though, shout out to both these two quarterbacks though, man. This is the second year for both these guys, and they got their teams playing for the number 1 seed in the AFC, and you know what I'm saying? Two guys that have grown up really well. In just 2 years, really Drake in a year, really, but in 2 years, shout out to both those two quarterbacks, man, because everybody said that Bo Nix wasn't going to be anything in the NFL, and look what he is.
Right.
Yeah. Chargers have nothing to play for. Democrats, and we'll see. 100%. It is playing for pride. All right. Appreciate you, Teddy. Appreciate you, Tyler. I want to get y'all last words in. Starting with you, Teddy.
Thanks for having me on, man. It's been a while. It's also been 5 years since the Patriots won the AFC East, and we back. What's is it Haley Seinfeld? when she said it's the Bills and the
Yeah.
Bills' 3 sons.
Yeah.
Ann May over Haley Seinfeld any day of the week. Hashtag Bakeness. If you know, you know.
Hey. Charlotte,
but yeah, man, I always appreciate coming on and talking football. But like Joe said earlier, I have a baseball show on the network. I'll be posting some stuff going on about the World Baseball Classic and stuff like that. Make sure you tune in. The link is in the bio, Baseball with Teddy. If you're a baseball fan, check it out.
All right. Appreciate you, Teddy. Tyler.
Oh, man, just shout out to y'all for having me, man. Shout out to you, Joe, Dave, Tomo, all the guys. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Good luck to y'all in the playoffs.
Let's get it. We're gonna get y'all back on too. Hopefully y'all play each other.
Hopefully.
If y'all do, it would be the AFC Championship. Oh.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Let's get it. All right, Tyler. All right, Teddy. Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate it.
All right. All right, Tony. We gotta move on because we gotta talk about the NFC now. We talked about a lot of the AFC. You got the Seahawks. This is the third time this season they are fighting another division opponent for the number 1 seed. They're winning against the Rams twice. They lost the first one and won the second one. Now they're going against the 49ers, who are currently on a 6-game winning streak. Brock Purdy in the last 2 games, 10 touchdowns, which is ridiculous. And the 49ers are hoping that Casper shows up because we know Sam Darnold, when these big moments come up, he sees ghosts. So this game is in Seattle. They played in Santa Clara in the first game of the season, and the 49ers won that game. So this game will be in Seattle. Tony, who wins this game? And who gets that number 1 seed?
So I got Seattle, right?
Woo! Okay.
And the reason why I picked Seattle. So I've seen all the stuff they've done, right? And the 49ers have been on a roll, but the punting streak and all those things that they've done, right? But they're not going to be able to do it against this. That defense that they played in week 1 is a lot different than the defense they're going to play coming this week, right? That game's on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So they better get a lot of rest because all that stuff that Purdy was doing against the Bears ain't going to happen against this team. He took some tough hits too. That 1 sack. I thought he was like. I'm glad he saw that one from behind.
Yeah,
he could have that could have been season ending there because he was in full speed. But they've been playing well, but only offensively well. And I'm pretty sure Shanahan will come up with some things. I think that this is the game where Sam comes in there and it's like Steve Young. Somebody take the monkey off my back.
Okay.
I think this is the game for that, right? Now, I'm not saying that the 49ers aren't going to show up the play. They're going to show up the play. I think it's going to be a pretty – I don't think they're going to score as many points. I'm pretty sure they're going to punt a lot in this game. But I think that now Snead has to get out of concussion protocol too. But if he's there, I think he's going to be dangerous, more dangerous than what's his name? What's their wide receiver name? Yeah, I think he's going to be more dangerous in that game than he will be because they can't check anyone deep, as you saw in the game against the Bears. So they struggle that way. And the only reason I would I'm picking Seattle is because of the defense, and I think that I know for a fact that Seattle can score on the 49ers, but can the 49ers score consistently on the Seahawks? And I don't think they can.
Yeah, and I said the 49ers are on a 6-game win streak. The Seahawks are also on a 6-game win streak. So I just want to put that out there for the Seahawks fans that's probably watching. But you're right. I mean, I feel you going, but I'm gonna go with the 49ers and the defense. They do trouble me. It does trouble me. I mean, we talk about they gave up 24 against the Titans, 27 against the Colts, 38 against the Bears, and all 3 officers did well against the defense. And I feel like the difference between Caleb Williams and Sam Darnold is the fact that Caleb is way more mobile than Sam Darnold. Right? So Caleb know how to get out of the pocket. He can make all platform throws. Caleb is weird. Caleb can make a rolling to the right, hop over my left leg, 40 yards down the field, dime. But then somebody in the flat wide open, he gonna overthrow.
Bruh, that pass he threw on a rope for that touchdown.
Yeah.
I was like,
yo.
He
was going down the whole night. He was. I'm like, I gotta give it to him. But he gotta be consistent. But Sam Darnold, I keep saying Samuel. Sam Darnold. He worries me, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally so far, every single big game he's played bad. Every single big game for the marbles. Last year against the Lions, we saw what happened. Last year against the Rams, we saw what happened. This year against the Rams, we saw what happened. This year against the Rams again, we saw what happened. So this will be the 4th time in the last 2 years he's playing the game for the number 1 seed. In the previous 3 times, he was horrible. Now, I will give you this. This time, he will be at home, but he was at home before, and he played for terrible. So they won that game in spite of him. You know, I know Carl came on the show and broke it down how Sam Darnold, he did good in overtime, but leading to overtime, they got there in spite of him. Like, So that's why I'm going with the 49ers, because I feel like Brock Purdy has been playing very well. I think it's obviously it's Kyle Shanahan. He's down no great play calls, but Brock Purdy's doing a good job when things are not like when the first read is not there. He's doing a good job getting to the second or making plays with his legs, buying more time in the pocket. He's doing a great job making the right play. So, and that's a difference between Brock Purdy and your previous quarterbacks you see from the 49ers, that he can use his legs and he makes some smart decisions, but he also makes some bad ones. Like that first pass he threw, that was a terrible decision. Like that was obviously, like Shanahan, throw it to such and such, and then the DB was ahead of him and he still threw the ball. That was just a bad decision. So I'm going to go to the 49ers, and although the defense has been bad these last 2 weeks, all right, it's all for the marbles. I trust Robert Saleh to have a great game plan against Sam Darnold, to confuse him, make him see goals like we said earlier, and have him turn the ball over. Sam Darnold been turning the ball over, and it's been proven you turn the ball over against this team, they will make you pay, because offensively they've been really good. They didn't have Kittle last game. They didn't. Trent Williams got hurt, and they still was able to dominate offensively. I'm not sure what their status is for this game. I think Trent Williams will be good, or he not, or you don't know.
I don't know yet. Right now it says that he is he's still questionable right now.
Yeah. Like I think Trent Williams is trending towards now. Kittle, Kittle is who I don't know. So but I'm gonna go with the 49ers, and plus the 49ers, it's kind of like the Broncos. It's like, you've been holding number 1 seed. And it's like, you got this far to just lose it. And then I see the 49ers, they climb their way back into the number 1 seed conversation. And I cannot just see them losing in this moment. Shout out to Mike McDonald. I feel like the Seahawks has been better on the road than they have been at home. So he has a great road record since he's been with the Seahawks. But give me the 49ers to get the number 1 seed, and that would be tremendous. And Kyle Shanahan just might win Coach of the Year, all of that.
He definitely will probably win it if he gets the number 1 seed, especially with all the injury they had. No, first of all, just winning with Mac Jones should get him the MVP. Get him Coach of the Year. I'm like really.
Can't bring Mac Jones.
You know what I'm saying?
It came for y'all.
Just the win with him is something where I was like, I like, wow, that's still happening. But if Trent Williams doesn't play, they're not going to be like I said, that defense has gotten nastier since that first week, right? And that's why I said that even if Trent plays, he's still only going to be probably about 70%. You know what I'm saying? And a 70% Trent Williams is still really good, even at 37 years old. But you know what I'm saying, those guys on that line are dogs, man. They're dogs, and I rarely see them blitz. Now, what I think is the offensive game plan is going to be have Walker run a little bit more because, as you can see, the 49ers, they don't tackling is optional with the 49ers defense, right? So, I think Walker they'll probably use him to control to keep the offense off the field a lot more than Sam Darnold. So that's why I'm not really worried about it, because last year in Minnesota, the running game failed him. The running game failed them. So the play action, when they were trying to do play action, what are you? They're not biting on that,
I would give you that. Kevin O'Connell was uncharacteristic against the Lions. Like, he was going for the fourth down, which he never does, and he was throwing the ball a lot. So I would give you that, but still, he was put in a situation. And if you're that dude, but you know what? It's not about him being that dude, because one thing about Clint Kubiak, they're going to run the ball.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I say that's another reason why I think that Seattle's going to probably win this game. And that 12th man, don't forget about that 12th man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That 12th man is a factor, with this whole thing too. Everything is set up for Sam Darnold to succeed. If they don't, it's because he didn't take advantage of what was given him. That's the only way they lose this game, if he doesn't take advantage of what's been given him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the season for him changed that second Rams game. I think he gained some confidence.
I agree with
that. Since then too. So that's why I say I'm not as worried. I had that not happened, I would be just as worried about Sam Darnold as you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who you don't know which one you're going to get. But the look in his eyes now is different. The look in his eyes are different also. And I see his play. He's moving a little bit more out of the pocket if you watch the last game.
Yeah.
And he's going on the run. So I was like, okay, he's gaining confidence. If that confidence Sam shows up, they'll be good.
It's funny because there are times when he's in the pocket and the first progression is not there. So he's like this, and he finds it like on the fourth one. Like, boom, he finds somebody. So he has a situation when he does that. But then the interceptions he throws, it's not even him running out of time. I think he just panics and just make the wrong decision. Boom, boom. And then once he throws one, man, they come in bunches.
I know, right? At least a second one is coming.
Oh my God.
Right. But the one thing I'm happy about him is that he's got that Tua syndrome out of him. You know what I'm saying? Normally with him, so with Tua, Tua reads the defenses pretty well, but if that's taken away from him, he's done. You know what I'm saying? He
can't improvise.
Yeah. He can't do anything. If that first read is gone, he will not move to the second one. Right? Sam used to be that way, but now you see him really slowing things down and going through those progressions and stuff like that. So I like this Sam right here. I think he's better than he was in Minnesota right now. So that's why you say what?
He got a run game, and he got and that defense is woo.
Yeah, that defense is just nasty.
They ain't Baltimore.
So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a good game though.
It is though. I'll be tuned in. I'm not mad at your pick. You know what I mean? Like this is not one of them games where it's like you going with the Seahawks. I mean, it's like it's a pick on.
Yeah, with you, same thing with you. I mean, you went to 49ers. I was like, I can't get mad at the pick because I mean, he's had 13 total touchdowns in the last 3 games or something like that.
Something like I think he had 10 last 2.
Yeah, so even with the bad throws, he still comes back and and you know what the problem with him is, and it's not really a problem, but it's his way of throwing. He throws like a lot. Like I was watching what Chris Collinsworth was saying, right? He throws very much like Drew Brees. I see it is very Drew Brees like, right? But what he does a lot that most people don't see is he throws a lot of blind throws. Like he's like the receiver. You're supposed to be there. I'm going to throw the ball.
Which is good. I like that though.
I'm not going to look over there though. Because that last pass to Juwan Jennings, if you looked at it, he was looking left when he threw that ball.
Yeah. That's all about the timing, the chemistry with you and the receiver, and all that stuff. That's actually good. You know,
so that's what makes him dangerous. And that's if he does that, then the 49ers will probably win the game.
So I'm saying Brock Purdy, the combination of him and Kyle Shanahan, like with Kyle Shanahan be cooking. Woo! Yeah. He be cooking. But Brock Purdy knows how to improvise. Like he's the exact opposite of Tua. Like Tua, like you said, Tua, the first read is done. Tua, he's not panicking, but he know how to buy time. And I think somebody said it. One of his teammates came on Shady and Archo show and said his scramble drill is elite. That's what he said. Brock Purdy's scramble drill is elite, which I think is really good. Like he makes a lot of plays. Like against the Bears, he made a lot of plays. Not a lot, but he made a few plays when it was scrambling and he just found somebody, man. Like, and on big money downs, he trusts his arm. Yeah, which I really like about Brock Purdy.
That stop and go on that first touchdown run was crazy. Like I was like, oh, my man got real wheels. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, he had 2 rushing touchdowns too.
Yeah, but the stop and go on the first one was
nasty. It was good.
That was nasty.
It was good. So yeah, but I feel like this is the game of the week right here. And I think it's a game of the week because of the history of these two teams. And because the records don't say that. Like they're like this game, you got other games that matter, but this is win or go home.
Yeah.
This is literally the only win or go home game this weekend. I know we got the NFC South, but there are other complications that can still get the Panthers in without a win, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But this is a win and go home game, and the reason why I think it's a big game, especially in the R2L community, the Steelers and Ravens is probably the most craziest rivalry in our group chat, and they've been going at it. You got Chris yelling at Javon, you got Carl in there, So this is for all the marbles. The Steelers went to Baltimore, and they won. They won that game. If Ravens would have won that game, they would be chilling right now. But instead, they lost. Lamar is still questionable, but they're not sure what Lamar is going to be, if he's going to play or not. But what we do know, DK Metcalf is still out because he made an idiotic move and he got suspended for 2 games. And Darnell Washington is out for the season, which was a big loss for them, huge loss for them. They just lost to Cleveland, 10-6, 13-6, crazy game, 13-6. And the Ravens just blew out the Packers, I think 42-24, I think. All right. So, Tony, who do you have winning this game? Ravens or Steelers?
Joe, I was going to save it for my closing, but I'm not. Okay. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to say it right now, man. Listen, if Baltimore puts Lamar on IR earlier this season for 4 games, we're not having this conversation right now because Baltimore wins this division hands down. It's admirable for him to play with an injury, but if your injury is hurting the team, then you need to sit down for a while. You know what I'm saying? You have a capable backup, and you got a beast behind that backup, which is what you saw last week. If Lamar plays this game, I got Pittsburgh.
If Lamar plays
this game, because I think that back injury is going to come in there into effect again, and Huntley kind of needs to start the game. Like him coming in and in there, it takes him a little bit of time to get warmed up, right? But if Lamar plays, I think he needs to sit out this game, let Huntley play, win this game, come back the next week, and then try it then. You know what I'm saying? If he does that, then it'll be good. Because listen, Pittsburgh ain't stopping that dude back there, man. Pittsburgh ain't stopping 22. He ain't stopping 22. I think Vegas odds has him right now getting 28, 29 carries this game or something like that. Right? I think that's the Vegas odds right now. So if you go ahead and ride with the king, they'll be okay. But if Lamar plays, I don't see them winning against Pittsburgh. and because Pittsburgh's going to run the ball this game because of Darnell being gone and all the other things they have, DK not being there, they're going to probably run the ball a little bit more, which they should have been doing already. But this is a tough one for me, Joe. I'm picking Baltimore to win, but that's only if Lamar doesn't play.
So if Lamar don't play, you got Baltimore.
I got Baltimore, but if he does play, I think he's going to hurt the team more with that injury than anything right now. And that's not saying anything about it. I still think, look, I know everybody's going to be in the chat talking about Lamar, something like that. This isn't the same Lamar. This isn't MVP Lamar. All right, the injuries has hampered him a lot, and if you watch the games, it has hurt the team. He's been off with some of his throws because he can't push like he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. You know, and the healthier quarterback should play. And
my bad, cut you off. Go ahead.
No, Clay, go ahead.
See, I think that Lamar at this stage is better than Tyler Huntley. The problem is when Lamar is in the game, they don't feed Derrick Henry. So, like, when Huntley was in the game, they run the ball. It's kind of like what I be screaming, man, when JD5 in the game, y'all want to drop back a million times, but when Marcus Mariota come in, we the 4th best rushing team in the league. Like, run the ball. So, against the Steelers, they ran the ball. I think he had like 25 carries. But we all know what happened that game. Like, it was the likely touchdown. Like stuff happened in that game where it was crazy. That's why Steelers fans cannot complain about when Aaron Rodgers complained about the referee not calling pass interference on the Browns game. I'm like, dude, did you forget what happened with Likely? That was a touchdown.
John, I want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
How tall is Scanling?
I don't know. How tall is he?
It's probably like what, 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah.
Right, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". How tall is Ward?
No, facts. That's a good point.
How tall is Ward?
Yeah. I mean, what? He probably what?
5'10", 5'11", 5'10" to 5'11".
Yeah.
Like here's my thing. On that play where they talking to Paul and pass interference, they were fighting each other.
Yeah.
If now I don't remember, I can't remember what the clock was. I don't know. I don't think that wasn't the last game of that wasn't the last play, right? The Browns got the ball back, right? Or was that the last play?
That was the last play.
That was the last play of the game, right?
Yeah.
So if you know NFL rules, if they would have thrown a flag on it, they would have had to flag them both. Right? And there's not a time down. The game's over still.
Yeah.
Right? If because the play it can't end on a defensive penalty, right?
It can't end on an offensive one.
No, it can't end on a defensive penalty. If a defense it has a penalty, then they get the one time untimed down.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But if the 2 penalties cancel itself out, then the game's over.
Game's over. Yeah. That's a good point.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So the referee
said, but it was time on the clock still. He said the Browns had to take a knee.
Okay, so even with all that right there, he's a big receiver. Body him. Everybody's talking about some. There was people open in the middle of the field. Yeah, but they were playing a zone and one. He was playing man on him. Everything else behind that was his own. So where are you going as the quarterback? Your first read is where? There.
Yeah.
And if you got a 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" wide receiver over there, put your body in front of him and catch the doggone ball. They were fighting each other, Joe. They were fighting each other. I think it was a good no call because they were fighting each other.
I thought it was a good no call because stop looking for pass interference on the last play of the game. Like
your job is to catch the ball. You got one job. You got one job, brother.
A lot of times referees let guys play in that moment too. So
it wouldn't have mattered because if they had to call, if you looked at it, he pushed off on Ward. Ward went to go grab him because he pushed off on, and then they both jumped for the pass.
Yeah, see because Ward never turned his head, but I didn't think it was egregious at all.
It would have been offensive and defensive pass interference. It would have been both.
Yeah.
And the game is over.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he came in the press conference and did that. I was like, dog, did you forget all the crap that happened? Yo, his interception. Remember he threw the ball and they called that, but like, come on now. like that was a pick.
Yeah, he was trying too much.
Like, I felt like when he said that, and then he rolled his eyes after he said it. He said like he missed the call and he rolled his eyes. I'm like, oh, this dude. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens because all right, look, this is how I see what's gonna happen, Tony. All right. I feel like on paper, when they get on the field, the Ravens have a better team than the Steelers.
I agree.
The Ravens will lose this game if they just shoot themselves in the foot, bro. Like if they do stupid stuff. Like we talking about the Steelers don't have DK and the Steelers don't have Washington. Two of their primary targets for real.
Don't forget about TJ.
He's still not playing?
Yeah, I don't think he's playing. He had a collapsed lung or something.
Yeah, you're right. He did have a collapsed lung. Yeah, that's serious. Yeah. So no TJ either. And it's like, no, I think TJ, he was on the field practicing.
Look,
I think he was.
They trying to see whether he's going to play. That's what they're doing right now. But he's still a game time decision. He's not. Man, that's a serious.
Well without him, no, I'm not gonna lie. They're playing pretty good without him.
Yeah, and I don't think even if he comes back, I don't think he'll be a factor.
Yeah, he said TJ is supposed to be playing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him practicing.
But he won't be a factor.
But my thing is like, if the Ravens, I see them only losing this game if we just go back and be like, what are the Ravens doing? Like it's something stupid. Now, I would say the Steelers would be more prepared for this game, but when I watched them play in the playoffs, the Ravens were a lot more prepared than the Steelers in the playoffs, bro. So like, but something tells me I feel like the Steelers would come out with a great game plan and they will start off not hot, but they will start off moving the ball offensively. They'll make a few plays, but I could also see the Ravens is catching momentum and just turning up the score. Not saying they're gonna blow them out, but they would create a big enough lead to keep, because Steelers are gonna have a hard time scoring. We saw them. The Browns do have a great defense. Ravens have been better, but without DK and without Washington, it's gonna be tough for them to score, especially if the running game not gonna be working. That's gonna be key for this game for the Steelers. They're gonna have to get that running game sparking. And then we all know where they like Gainwell and Warren gonna get like 15 targets total. They're gonna get like 15 targets total, especially Gainwell. He's gonna get a lot of targets. So, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Like I said, I think Lamar Jackson is better than Huntley. I think having this game off, he basically had 2 games off. Now I would say 1 because he got hurt in that game.
Yeah.
So having that game off is going to help him a lot. I feel like, and they play on Sunday night, so it's an extra day. It's not Saturday.
Yeah, but if you see him, if they see him, if they see him, that injury called having a lingering effect on him, and it starts him in there, they got to pull him immediately.
Yeah,
they need to ride the back of Derrick Henry. If they don't run Derrick Henry, I don't care what's going on. They can stop him, and eventually he's going to run a 40-yarder somewhere.
You're right though. That's the type of running back he is. He's the type of running back you keep feeding him. He could be averaging 2.2 yards per carry in the first half, and then in the second half, bro, he's averaging 7-8 yards a carry.
Yeah, I was saying that happened with us. He was averaging for the game against us 7.2 yards a carry. Thank you again, John Harbaugh. I appreciate that again. He was averaging 7.2 yards a carry against us, and we
just scored a touchdown.
And bro, our defense, like the strongest part of our defense is our run game, our run defense. And he was going through us like a wet paper towel, bro. Like it was horrible watching it.
Yeah. And if the Ravens win that game, bro, the division is sealed. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you look back at the Ravens season, you like, dog.
Yeah, how they started.
Yeah, they were 1-5 too. Yeah.
Yeah,
1-5. So, and why did they not start Huntley? Why are they starting Cooper Rush over Huntley? That's what I didn't get when Lamar first got hurt. Like put Snoop in the game, bro. Why y'all got Cooper Rush?
Well, I think
whole different offense.
because of how he brought him there and how he played with the Cowboys and things like that. He actually played very well. But that offense and that offense that he played in Dallas was suited for him. This offense is a lot different.
Exactly.
So,
That's what I'm saying. Like, Tyler Huntley is there because you don't have to change nothing.
Yeah, because he's the smaller version of Lamar. That's all he is.
Snoop. Yeah, like, why are we bringing this up again? Like, you get nightmares. All right, yeah. So Ravens win. The Aaron Rodgers, Yeah, Ravens win. Then Aaron Rodgers has absolutely zero to throw to besides tight ends. They got Austin, but tight end and running backs, tight ends. All the Ravens really have to do is lock up running backs, which they did on. They did. Josh Jacobs did nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Oh,
that's fine. So I would agree with that, but the issue isn't so much of. So with Aaron Rodgers, he's so pinpoint. You don't really need them to get that much open for him. I think the problem with them last game, especially last game, is what Myles Garrett said. I think they spent way too much time worrying about Myles Garrett.
I agree with that.
They spent way too much time dealing with him. Like you keep an extra person in that could be out there, as another receiver for him, and you 3 people on one guy, like 3 people on one guy, that made no sense, and he still almost got him. So
I know.
Just play him straight up. Just play him straight up, bro. And if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can still win. You can still win. With chipping him and trusting your tackle a little bit, because our Rodgers gonna get. He has probably either the quickest or the second quickest release in football.
Yeah, he does.
Still at his age, so he's gonna get the ball out of his hand.
He made some throws too.
Yeah, he did
in that Browns game, and they had some drops too.
Mm-hmm.
They have some drops.
So we'll see. He definitely will be the. He's definitely the factor for Pittsburgh. And what he comes out and does. If he comes out there and he's prima donna, Aaron, they're definitely gonna lose. The Ravens will win by 10. All right. But if he comes out there and he's that laser focused Aaron Rodgers, they got a chance. I still picking Baltimore, but they got a chance.
All right, so we both going with Baltimore. But you said if Lamar plays, you're gonna win.
Yeah. I think that Tyler, he has to start. You know what I'm saying? He has to start. I'm not saying that don't suit up Lamar, right?
He has to start though. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about this is it's hard for me to start Huntley in a do or die game when I got Lamar available. Because if I lose that game, I will live with regret. I was laying in my bed and be like, why did I not trust my best player in the do or die moment?
But is he their best player right now? The answer is no. It's no. He's not their best player. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. And listen, I love Lamar. Please don't think I'm hating on him at all. I'm just talking about the injuries that he's had. And those injuries have hampered him this year and have hurt the team. But if they were smart enough, Huntley could have played those 4 games. You don't have to sit down for 4 games. Sit him down for those 4 games. Let him get the treatment. Don't send him to Miami because he doesn't get treatment in Miami. He parties in Miami. Send him somewhere else. And let him get healthy. And then when you come back, you got your star back again. But him trying to play through the injury is admirable. It's admirable. Everybody's playing through injuries, but not the injuries that he had. He has multiple injuries. One of them have to heal.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I respect that. It's a do or die. And if answer this comment, you think Lamar's getting no? I don't think Lamar's getting traded.
No,
Lamar.
No, they'll fire John Harbaugh 3 times before they go in there and get rid of Lamar.
Yeah, I told Carl. I think Robert Saleh, he agreed to would be a good coach for them with a good OC next to him. You don't like his tenure in New York? I don't think that was his fault.
No, it wasn't. I'm not saying that. I think he needs another chance somewhere else, not in Baltimore. I don't disagree with the pick. I think Robert Saleh is a good pick, right? I think he was doing it. But see, here's the thing. I don't think that would be the problem. The problem would be who he's going to bring in. Will he keep Monken as the OC?
No,
because,
he from
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Will he keep Monken? I don't think Monken is the problem. You have to cater to the star.
Sometimes he is.
You have to cater to the star.
No,
sometimes in there, he has to cater to the star.
No,
look
bro.
at last year.
They ran the ball out last year.
And that's what I'm talking about.
The ball was MVP.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. I was gonna save this to the end, right? But Todd Monken, bro, he came from this school.
Oh, okay. I see.
He came from this school. Okay. He came from that school. Okay. And that's all that school is known for doing, running the ball. Okay. So you don't think that Todd Monken wants to run the ball when all his offense at Georgia was about running the ball?
How about you ask Todd Monken that when he was in the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs? What happened?
Did he run the ball then? No, because they were running the offense through Lamar. They should have ran it through Derek, but they were running.
Derek wasn't there, but they only ran the ball like 5 times the whole game.
That's what I'm saying. They were running the offense. They thought that their better chance of winning was with Lamar, running the offense through Lamar. Their better chance of winning was to run Derek and have Lamar finish the game off. That's what I thought they were going to do. I thought they were going to run Derek, and then at the end, have Lamar put his cape on at the end.
Look. Shout out to Carl. Even a superstar quarterback Georgia had. And you better not say who I think about it.
So here's my thing. The superstar quarterback ain't had nothing to do with it. His offense made Stetson Bennett who Stetson Bennett was. And Stetson Bennett played well in there because we had a running game. All of our running back, we had 3 running backs that year. All of them could run. They were all dangerous. Stetson Bennett, and that's why the play action worked so well. And that's why Brock Bowers and all of them were in the middle of the field by themselves because they were so scared of our running game.
Well, y'all did have Jahmyr Gibbs too. Maybe it's like that. But
you said who?
Y'all had Jahmyr Gibbs, right? He came for
No. Jahmyr went to Alabama.
Hold on, y'all had no.
We had no.
Jahmyr went to Alabama.
We had Zahir White. We had
Beat John went to Texas. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of running backs at that time. You know what I'm saying? So
was the best one of them, though.
Yeah.
But
Cook and all of them. Cook was there too. Remember?
Hold on. Are you ready for Ole Miss though? That's what I gotta ask you.
You said what now?
Are you ready for Ole Miss?
Is Ole Miss ready for us? That's what you need to ask. That they ain't playing the same defense they played the first game.
Oh, okay. We just attack. I got you. But yeah. But let's move on. We got one more topic left before we get out of here, and we gotta dig into the NFC South. NFC South, man.
Do we? Do we?
I think this will be a quick segment because this is a weird situation. So the Falcons play the Saints. If the Panthers win, they're in. If the Buccaneers win and the Saints win, they're in. They need the Saints to win, and they need to win. The Panthers already beat them 2 weeks ago. That was a really good game, in my opinion. Baker had an opportunity to keep the destiny in his hands. He threw picks. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs are 0-8 this year when he throws an interception. So I'm going with the Panthers. I think this is a good story for the NFL. You see Bryce Young comes in, and he just wasn't ready, point blank. They get a new coach, wasn't ready. And what the new coach do? Sit down. We're going to let this veteran quarterback come in. And everybody, including myself, like, dang, that's kind of like, I never seen that. Like, you going to start him and then bench him? Like, it's a first overall pick. And then Andy Dalton played, he watched him, and then he threw him back in, and he was totally different. Like, remember last year, when he came back in the game, he started playing well. And then this year, the offense is looking more consistent. Now, the run game is really helping him out. But, hey, everybody needs a run game. And the defense has been playing well in spurts. So, I'm going to go with the Panthers. I just think this is a bad year for the Buccaneers. I think they lost like 6 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. The Buccaneers haven't won a game in so long. They lost it 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 game losing streak. I'm sorry, 4-game losing streak.
No,
So,
I think it's longer than that, Joe.
Unless I'm tripping, hold on. I think I just
Yeah, I think it's 6.
it probably is. Yeah, I know it's a lot. All right, here we go. I got you right here. So what are they doing to me? 1, 2, 3. You right. 4. Now they on a 4-game. They beat the Cardinals, but then 5, 6, 7. So they lost
6 out of the last 7, right?
7 out of the last 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which is terrible.
It started with us.
Yeah, I know. Early in the year, I know all y'all Patriots fans. Oh, we got an easy schedule. We play bigger than them for the MVP. And when y'all got there, they were already. It's like that. It's the bigger I expected. Y'all almost lost that game too. Drake threw that interception in the
I
end
know,
zone.
man.
Woo,
I was
that
like,
was
bad. So I'm taking the Panthers too. And the reason I'm taking the Panthers is I was watching. So I would tell you, I was watching Get Up and First Take this morning, right? And they said something pretty interesting on there that I had to go back and look, and I was like, can't be. No team does that. Do you know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have gotten healthier and have gotten worse?
I know, right? That's crazy.
That is crazy. You get arguably your best
when they really got healthy.
You got your best receiver back. The line came back. I was like, I never noticed that, but that is true. I don't trust Baker Mayfield. So you can put the 0-9 up there because he's going to throw at least one interception. He's going to throw at least one interception because at this point in time. So I also think he's still playing with an injury. He looked weird throwing the ball. Like his throwing motion is weird now. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's still playing with an injury and he's trying to play through it and everything. But give me Carolina, man. I'm going Carolina. I just don't trust them. I would say go with Atlanta. If they would have played Cousins earlier in the season. But yeah. Go ahead and chalk that up to Carolina.
Yeah. Malik, I said Malik. I'm reading the comments. Yeah. Like I think the Panthers, and I want to see the Panthers go in because the Panthers, they just are a better team than the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers make it, bro. They getting bounced the first round easily. The Panthers are where they beat the Rams and then they turn around and lose to the Saints. You know what I mean? Like the Saints have been playing better though. I will say that. But the Panthers are a weird team. They were giving Seattle a challenge, and then Seattle kind of ran away.
So every game they've won, they've lost a game behind it in the last like 6 games or something like that. Like 6 games.
Yeah. They haven't been on the streak, basically.
Yeah.
So
they always on a 1-game streak.
Yeah, like I remember seeing that when they beat the Buccaneers and then they end up losing after that. You know what I mean? So and then that's what they do for a win. They do for a win. They just lost, so they do for a win.
Yeah. But, we keep it going.
And real quick to answer this question, that's a good question because Malik Willis, when he comes in the game, he plays well. He runs that offense for Green Bay really good. Where will he go? I don't know. Like, what's available? Like,
you mean Malik? Where will he go?
Malik, where will he go if he leaves Green Bay?
Probably New York.
The Jets.
Yeah.
Jets, yes.
That's the only team I can think of. You know what I'm saying? If because I'm not sure if Tua's going to be there next year. No,
I like Quentin Ewers though. That's my boy in Texas.
Yeah, I like him too. But you know what I'm saying? There's a couple quarterbacks you can say about it because I would say this, man. Mac Jones has played himself into a starting position too after the way he played. You know what I'm saying? Like just giving he looked a lot better. So he probably don't want to go to the Jets and play there because they empty the thing. But Malik Willis' legs is what would be better over there with the Jets.
I'll say the Raiders.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say the Raiders too. Yeah, I was thinking of that too. The Raiders also. But
the Raiders, though, I gotta see what they gonna do over there, bro. Like, who's gonna be the coordinator? Who's gonna be this? Who's gonna be that? Like,
I don't know.
like,
Geno's gonna be gone though.
Like, I mean, when they first signed Geno, I'm like, what are they doing?
Geno's gone.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah,
and then when they got Chip Kelly, what? And they got no offensive line.
So I think that Chip Kelly was the scapegoat for that team when they let him go.
The old line was terrible.
That's why I say the old line was horrible. Like, what was he supposed to do? You know, so yeah, I think he was a scapegoat for all that there. But Chip will probably get another position in college somewhere.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, these head coaches always got a spot in college.
Yeah, he'll end up like he'll end up like Penn State or something like that, or where else he'll probably end up? Michigan or something like that. Yeah, he'll end up somewhere like that, and then they'll make it always like the national championship game because of the offense.
Oh man, that's crazy. All right, so as we talking about college sports, make sure y'all tune in to CTC Carl Talking College. He's going live tomorrow, part of the network. Look in the description, and you can see all the links to the different shows we have. But you're a Miami fan, and I wanted Malik, but I'm waiting to see how Quinn Ewers performs against the Patriots. No, that's a good thing. That's a good test.
You probably shouldn't watch the game. No, I'm serious because historically, like just being real, and I love Quentin Ewers. I love him. I think he almost beat Georgia last year. But I think that
did he though?
Rookies, yeah.
I mean, that was after Wilson got hurt.
That's because no. He was playing good in the first half. He played good in the first half. They actually played very well. I actually thought they outplayed us.
Yeah. He played good. The first game though, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I thought he outplayed us. But
the first game.
The first game was bad. Yeah, bad. But historically, the only rookie quarterback that has done something well or against that team, that defense, and they basically playing the same defense that they played in with Belichick there.
Oh, Belichick.
They playing almost the same defense. They blitz a little bit more, but they playing almost the same defense. So that defense is always giving rookies. The only one that's done well has been Cam. Cam's the only one that has played against that defense and have done well against that defense. And that's only because he runs the way he runs. You know, yours can move, but he can't move that well.
Nah,
he's
not.
So I think he'll play well. He's gonna play better than Tua would play if he played us. Even though I think Tua is a Patriot killer. This year here, I don't know what he's doing this year. But it's going to be interesting. I think y'all have y'all starting quarterback. I don't think y'all need to draft another one. I think y'all have him. I like his poise.
I do like him saying like I want to see how he look against Patriots. Yeah. But and Chip Kelly's with Northwestern.
He with Northwestern?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's already gone. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right, let's wrap this up. Last words. I'm gonna do mine first, and you can end it, Tony. But I'm gonna say shout out to the whole Refuse to Lose network. Shout out to everybody in the Refuse to Lose community. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Shout out to Tony for being my partner in crime today. Appreciate you always bringing the knowledge to the platform. You're welcome anytime, by the way.
Yes, sir.
You can always hit me up and say you want to come on out, and you always got a spot.
Yes.
Also, shout out to everybody in the comment section. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and keeping the conversation going. Y'all are part of the show. Without y'all, there's no show. So we appreciate everybody in the comment section. Shout out to my boy Carl that was here to thick it in. Shout out to Teddy and Tyler for coming on. Also, my Commanders, man. To be honest with you, this I mean, fight hard, but we just need. I'm going to draft pick out as a fan. I mean, if we lose, we lose. We play the Eagles, so let Tanner McKee come in here, light us up, and have them crucify. Not crucify. I'm not gonna use that word. Let Tanner McKee come in, light us up, and let the Philly fans beat up on Jalen Hurts for a week. Let's just do that. All right, they're gonna be like, "Oh, bench Jalen Hurts." We want to hear that going on again. And the Kings, oh my gosh, Tony, we're terrible. and I know you feel the same way. Y'all got injuries. I have a reason.
It's like
We are just terrible. We suck. We got LeBron James doing reverse windmills with 2 hands. I'm 41 years old.
today.
So, man, this season I knew it was a wrap before it even started. We just needed to clean. I'm just waiting for the season to be over, and so I can see what the GM gonna do, the new GM. So, and hopefully we get like a top 2 pick because it's a couple of good talents coming out this year. So, but that's what I got. The floor is yours, Tomo.
Hey man, first of all, I really appreciate it. I never my whole thing was argue with me, right? That's what I said to you when I text you on Sunday, right, about the Lamar thing. I was like, argue with me, right? I never expected to be on the show, man. I appreciate every single time I come on here. You and my brother and Tomo, and when you guys invite me, it is so much a joy to come on here with you guys. Shout out to our family. I miss you guys. I've had some things that have happened to me over the last few months. Some time in the hospital for a while, but I'm here and I'm better and I'm doing well. Appreciate some of you guys who reached out at that time. This season in the NFL has been very unique, man. You can't predict anything. Any team, well, any capable team can win, this season, right? Yeah. I need my Patriots to play like the champions that they are, right? I need them to play like they're the champions that they are. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the playoffs, right? I will not talk about the Indiana Pacers, okay? I will not talk about them, right? We got injuries and stuff like that, but we can play better. We don't play no defense, right? We were playing as much defense as the 49ers and the Bears was playing on Monday night, right? As much defense they was playing. I mean, it's not Sunday night, right? But this is what I'm here for, right? Oh man, I wish I can cue up the music, right? I wish I can cue up the music, right? I wish I can cue up the music, Joe. I wish I can cue up the music, Joe. I wish I. They said we weren't there, right? They said we weren't there no more, right? But let me do that. And first of all, appreciate you, bro, for giving me the shirt. Hey,
who gave you that?
David gave me the shirt, right? Look at here. It's our year. It's time to go play. It's time to go play. Stockton, he surprised me, Joe. I didn't know what was going to happen, Joe. I thought we was going to have a guy that's going to get the ball and just run or hand it off and just keep running. I was like, oh, my man learned how to throw the ball. He learned how to do everything, Joe. And that defense is getting nasty, Joe. You see the pressure we get in there? It's getting nasty, Joe. Oh, I'm sorry. It's already nasty. It's getting nastier, Joe. It's getting nastier, Joe. Our secondary realized that when the ball go in the air, they ain't got to let the receiver catch it. Know what I'm saying, Joe? Finally, Kirby got everything in order, right? Hey, Kirby. If y'all think that Ole Miss is going to beat Georgia, if y'all think that Ole Miss is going to beat Georgia at a neutral site, hey, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Now, I will say this: my upset for this week.
Ooh.
My upset for this week.
Miami over Ohio State. So go ahead.
Miami over Ohio State. Go ahead, say it, Joe. Say it again, Joe. Say it again, Joe.
Miami over Ohio State.
Say it again. Hey, listen. I don't think they're real. Everybody talks about. Every time I've seen them play, they didn't impress me. They were playing against inferior talent.
What you trying to say?
But I think Miami has Miami got a lot to prove. What does the saying go, Joe? You can't don't wake up a sleeping giant.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Game Beck is back, bro.
Oh yeah, okay. I see where you're going. I see. You got ties over there. Okay.
Big Game Beck is back, man. Anyway.
It's only funny.
That's it, bro. I appreciate it. Well, as always, guys. Much love to all of you guys. Good luck to all those teams that got teams in the playoffs right now. all the rest of you guys, Maui is pretty nice right now. You can guys go and make sure those guys get those tickets to Maui. All the teams that ain't got the teams in the playoffs right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Joe. Yeah, I know the command. I'm up here with them. I'm watching it. It's bad.
I'm just going to the same result you went to last year.
Sad faces on the field. It's the same thing. Anyway, all right, bro. Anyway, appreciate you again, brother.
All right, and once again, shout out to CTC. He got an upset.
Yeah.
Tune in to CTC tomorrow. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. We appreciate y'all for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all Friday at the next episode. Peace out. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.